Welcome to News Displayer.
President-elect Donald Trump says he wants to act fast on immigration once he's in office. Let's bring in Javier Palomares, President and CEO of the U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Good morning. How are you?
I am well. I don't have to tell you that President-elect Trump, as a candidate, made a number of statements that made many Latinos uncomfortable. So let me just get your reaction to the election of Donald Trump, and where do you think this is going to go for the Latino community?
Well, you know, one thing is clear. Donald Trump got 30% of America's Hispanic vote. He surprised certainly me and millions of others. Clearly, his message resonated with a portion of the Hispanic electorate in ways that we didn't forecast. The reality of it is, as we look,
why do you? Let me just on that point. I mean, it's a great point. What in his message resonated, do you think?
You know, central to his campaign were immigration reform, jobs, and the economy. And clearly, it illustrates what we've been saying, for what our association has been saying all along, that while immigration reform is absolutely important, it's imperative, it is not the only issue that the Hispanic community worries about. Our community worries about the same things that all Americans worry about. We worry about jobs, the economy, national security. And clearly, his message resonated with a portion of the Hispanic community that, helped elect him as the 45th president of the United States.
As we are tracking all of the movements for a potential Trump cabinet, we've learned that Kansas Secretary of State Kris Kobach, who has a long record of taking a hard line on immigration, is part of Mr. Trump's immigration policy transition team. I want to play for you something that he said recently and then get your reaction on the other side.
Okay.
There's going to be a lot to do there, in part because Mr. Trump and Mr. Obama are diametric opposites when it comes to immigration policy. There's no question the wall is going to get built. The only question is how quickly will it get done and who helps pay for it.
So what do you make of that? I mean, are they going to build that wall?
You know, I don't know whether they'll build the wall or not. The reality of it is the United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce now represents 4.2 million Hispanic-owned firms in this country that collectively contribute over $668 billion to the American economy. We recognize very clearly that economic issues have to be at the forefront. And we see immigration reform as an economic imperative for the continued well-being of our economy in this nation. We need to remove the emotion, we need to look at the facts, and we need to concentrate on the economic and commercial interests of this nation and how immigration reform plays in that reality.
But are you concerned, though, when you hear him make comments like he's going to deport millions of the people living here who are undocumented? I mean, are you concerned that he's going to follow through with that deportation force that he signaled at one point in his campaign?
Absolutely concerned about it. You know, I've been having great conversations since very early Wednesday morning with members of the Trump team, specifically Michael Cohen. We have talked about these issues on a very, kind of beginning the process here. The reality of it is the best thing that Donald Trump can do, and I know that he will try to do this, is surround himself with a team that reflects the changing face of America, a team that includes immigrants and Muslims and African Americans and women and Hispanics.
Given that very quickly, what are they telling you about the wall and the deportation force? Have they given you any indication? Hey, those are first up on deck. We are going to pursue those vigorously. What have they said to you about that? They
are first up on deck. And what they've indicated so far is they want to listen and try to find the best solutions so that we can all move forward.
Javier Palomares, thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel.